Wait. Let's be clear about that though, because this shit still blows my fucking mind. She did not just fuck 900 guys. She fucked 900 guys in one day, bro. Holy shit.
She got cream everywhere, gate the size of bowling balls. I'm not trying to beat that, man. This shit is traumatizing as fuck to me already.
Alright, so make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to the channel,
subscribe to the comments. Oh fuck. Oh.
Bro, I can't even fucking think straight.
By the way, Tommy's the one that gave us the name Rowdy Boys, mind you, which is why we call it.
Actually,
really?
Andrew did.
No. I thought it was you.
I thought that it was you.
No, I got it from him.
And you got it from Tommy. That's fucking crazy.
Hold up, who got that white girl, save me a bump? Drew over there on the table, he slumped. Pringle dancing like Jamaican on rum. Teddy's in the bathroom taking a hold up. Who got that white girl, send me a line? Tamim got the hookah, he's taking his time. Tommy's wildin', I should break up that fight, but this is a day in the life of the Rowdy Boys. Gang. Let me check my stance.
Hey, squad.
What's going on, everybody? It's the Rowdy Boys back in the building. Drew over here, Ted over there. I have finished my drink, so no drink for me now. I wanted to touch on this topic because, it's kind of a lingering topic nowadays in the media. People are talking about it, how marriage is dropping, guys ain't marrying no more. And I think there's going to be kind of a funny fucking discussion between me and Ted over here on, why we think that guys aren't marrying anymore, basically.
Yeah. So Andrew, do you want to one day be married?
I do. Yeah. Even though there's inherent risk financially and divorce and emotional fucking shit that comes with it, and I've seen people get absolutely wrecked, I would like to get married one day.
All right. So what would you say are the pros of getting married? Because you just listed some of the cons, right?
Right.
Like barely, obviously, but what are some of the pros of getting married versus just staying in a relationship, not letting the government get involved in all that shit?
Yeah, in my opinion, my humble opinion here, people, right? I think if the government didn't get involved in marriage, I think we'd be a lot better, right? But anyway, if you were to get married, again, I'm not necessarily talking a state just paper marriage. I'm talking like an actual marriage, right? That happens in the church or something like that, right? More religious side of things. You just build
one of them $100,000 things.
Huh?
Said one of them $100,000 things. One of the big old event. You pour a lot of money into it. You got all the friends and family there.
Right.
You talking about like big old wedding? Okay.
Yeah. And more on the religious side of things, where you're not necessarily getting let me just sign a piece of paper, and call that a marriage, like an actual marriage that's sanctified by your religion, right? I think pros is, number one, you don't really have to look for a partner. Like, let's keep it point blank, period. You don't have to go out there and look for partners for sex. You got at-home dick, at-home pussy. So that's always a good thing, right? Second thing.
Sorry, my bad. The first.
I told you this video's gonna be funny.
No, yeah, it was just funny because when you said you just got at-home dick, you transitioned quickly into at-home pussy, but all I heard was at-home dick. I was like, where the fuck you going with this? Who you trying to marry, dog?
Oh, no. We do not swing that way. No. So yeah, you got
shit, I thought you was coming out, bro.
Hell no, man. Hell no. But yeah, so you got at-home sex. You don't have to look for sex, less STDs, all that shit, right? That's great. 2-parent household. Studies show that 2-parent household beat single fathers and single mothers. Single mothers are the worst, single fathers are second, and married couples do the best. If you want to see any example of that, see the Indian community. 1% divorce rates, I believe, in India and the US, and we are kicking everybody's ass financially, wealth being transferred, marriages, all that stuff.
Do you think that so help me out here, help me understand, what's it called? Arranged marriages. Help me understand that, because that's also very prominent in that community.
Yeah.
So do you think that the two relate to each other And do you think that arranged marriages actually have a positive impact on that? Or do you think that the low divorce rate is more like a well, are arranged marriages a religious thing?
No.
Okay, so do you think that it's like more like religion? Because I know like in what is it, like the Catholic religion, it's like it's basically looked at, maybe not Catholic. Look, don't quote me on none of this shit, okay? I'm just trying to learn. And Andrew's not Catholic, he's Christian.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to like figure it out, because I know in some religions it's like basically viewed as a sin to divorce, right? Like it's like very much looked down on.
Yeah.
So do you think that the low divorce rate is related to religion? Is it related to arranged marriages, or is it related to some other third thing?
It's really, it's both of those things. You know what I mean? Like, it's both of those things. You have like the arranged marriage, you know what I mean? It happens. And you know, people have their religion behind it, and you also have societal pressures behind it, where you have two families who are just like, all right, you guys ain't getting divorced, which is, I think, is a good fucking thing, because nowadays, at least here in the West, we look at relationships and marriage as like, just throw it away. Yeah, I was 10 years in, we got 2 kids, fuck it, I'm out of here. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like complete polar opposite, if you will. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And I think it's a good thing if people were to stick together and not look at relationships and marriage and family and legacy as just something disposable, because it's not. And if you look at the Indian community, yes, my brown ass, we are kicking most people's ass in America right now. Not necessarily because we're smarter or shit like that. That might have something to do with it. It's more so the fact that we have our family unit intact. So that means that when mom and dad have to go to work, kids could maybe stay at home, stay with grandma. You know what I mean? When dad is at work, mom's having everything going, you know what I mean? Helping his life out to the best he can, so that way he can do a 20-hour shift or some shit like that. Just an example. Don't fucking break my balls over it, right? So that's another positive. Another positive, I guess, on top of that, before we start diving into why guys aren't marrying anymore, I think also societies grow with marriages, right? So like kids, friends, family, and shit like that. So your society and everything is very tight-knit. Everybody kind of knows each other. Yeah, that might have its positive and negatives in its own thing, because you might know everybody's business. But for the most part, it's a more healthy thing when everybody kind of knows each other. It's not a stranger. You know, like, okay, that guy's kind of a weirdo. Stay away from him and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Okay, and you don't think that can be achieved by, like, building a family without marriage? Like, say you just boyfriend, girlfriend, you have a kid, y'all don't really want to get married for one reason or another. So, like, do you think that without marriage, that same thing can be achieved?
If you got two parents in the household, I think you can make it work. You know what I mean? Obviously, marriage and that stuff makes it
regardless
stronger.
of whether they're married or not.
What's that?
Yeah, like, so two parents regardless of whether they're married or not.
Essentially, yeah, because, you know, the state saying that you're married is that, I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean you're married. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you know, but yeah, that's
like for me, it's like, I feel like the appeal to marriage for me is strictly the symbolism of the strength of your love for that person. It's like the whole idea of like the proposal, the ring, the ceremonious wedding and all that stuff, like it's all very appealing to me. And you know, to find somebody that you want to give that gesture to, and to be like, look, I want to be with you for the rest of my life, like, will you marry me? Like, that shit, like, I'll watch a proposal video and I'll fucking tear up, you know what I mean? Because that shit, like, it really like taps into like an emotion inside of me of like wanting that forever love, right? And I feel like, yes, I want to be married one day, but the way that I see marriage is more about that first part, the very emotional, very like lovey-dovey first part. But when I think about like marriage past that point, it's like, what's even the difference between being in a relationship and being married past that point versus how others see you, your status, you're like with the government, your status with the government,
right?
The finances, like, what's really the difference if you just stay in a relationship versus if you get married down the road. Like there's really not a big difference for me.
No, it's
but correct me if I'm wrong.
no, you're right. I mean, besides the religious aspect, I mean, you're pretty much right. You know what I mean? People that are married usually tend to be religious, and it stems from religion. But you know what I mean? Like if you just stay together and the kid got the mom and the dad, I think you still do pretty good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and see, I'm not religious, so like I don't really care about like the sanctity of marriage and all that stuff, because honestly I think that always relies on the man and the woman, or whoever's getting married. My bad, whoever's getting married, the they and the them, right? I feel like it relies on the two people to keep it going, not so much like for me personally, because I know most of the world is religious, and you know I'm like what I believe in is like the outlier, but I feel like it really heavily relies on the love between the two in order to keep it going, and that's really all that matters, and all that will or will not keep it going. So it's like that's not really a factor for me. So maybe because I'm not religious, I see marriage in such a different light.
Yeah.
Where it's like the first part, especially like the proposal, like the engagement period, the wedding and the honeymoon, and those first probably few months of just being like, oh my God, like you're my wife, oh my God, you're my husband. Like that shit is like so appealing to me. But then past that, at the end of the day, y'all still just two people in love. That's really like as simple as it can get. It's two people in love, and it can go right or it can go wrong. And that goes for relationships, and that goes for marriage. If it goes right, you're in the clear in both ways. If it goes wrong, it's either a breakup or it's a fucking long, bitter fucking divorce.
Oh man.
That you have to do a lot of shit legally in order to fucking arrange. It's so like the fucking divorce stories that I've heard.
Oh my gosh.
Makes me really question if I really want marriage. Like, okay, so here's the thing, right? I don't know if I want marriage, to be honest with you. I don't know, because I'm being realistic and saying that first part is just really appealing to me. I want to drop down on my knee one day and know that the person that I'm talking to is like the one for me for life, and I want her to just fucking burst into fucking tears, and I want her to say yes, and I want, to plan the wedding, and I want big ceremonious event where Andrew is 100,000% gonna be my best man. I'm just gonna say that right now. There's nobody on this fucking planet that could be my fucking best man more than that motherfucker right there. That is my best man at my wedding, if I have a fucking wedding, right? And like I love the idea of all that. Past that, it's like I don't really see the point in marriage. So it's like I'm kind of still like in this like limbo where it's like, well, I can just, that's like the ultimate I'm just honestly I'm just fucking yapping at this point. But that is like the ultimate that's the ultimate sign of showing your love to somebody, is like proposing and the marriage and all that. And I want that, but I know that that's only like 1% of fucking marriage at the end of the day.
That's very little percent, yeah.
Yeah, there's still like the rest of your fucking life. So it's like I can't really judge marriage and if I want marriage based on this 1% that I really like the idea of. So I don't know.
Dude.
When a girl asks me like if I want to be married one day, I say yes. But there's so much like depth to that yes. Like there's just like yes, but like I want the proposal, I want the wedding, I want, to get to that point, and then past that it's like, well, what's the difference? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't want the marriage, you just want the wedding.
I feel like sometimes when I think about it, the proposal is even like more emotional than the wedding. I mean, yeah, the wedding, you got the vows and you got your friends and family and shit like that. But like, and also I'm not religious, so I don't really care for like the church. I don't even know if I want a wedding in the church.
Right.
I could get married in a fucking on a fucking like stage, like a fucking in a venue, like, cause I'm an artist, you know what I mean? That would mean more to me, motherfucker.
You know what?
If at the end of my fucking concert, I'm like, hey, guess what? I'm getting married right now. Bring out the priest. Wait, yeah, even if it's out of a church, you still need a priest. That's crazy.
Dude, you know where Tamim about to have his wedding, right?
In an octagon.
That is
Yeah.
That is so fucking crazy. If you don't know about Tamim's an amateur fighter, right? So he fights everything out of New York City, right? He gonna be fucking posted up with his chick like a damn pay-per-view fucking advertisement. He gonna be knuckles on his fucking woman's cheek. Yeah. Dude, that's...
Hey, but you know what would be funny as hell, bro? You know what would be funny as hell? If they went through with that whole wedding and she just wasn't really feeling like the venue and shit, and she wasn't really feeling that it wasn't like in a church, like she wasn't really like fully on board. So then she said, like, do you take Tamim Ahmed to be your lawfully wedded husband? And she says no. And then Tamim's just like fucking, oh my God, what the fuck? And he's just like losing his shit, and he just falls down in the octagon. And then here comes Joe Rogan with a microphone, and he just runs into the fucking Tamim, what do you have to say about this? How are you feeling right now? And Tamim's just on the ground, is like, oh God, my heart is broken.
My heart.
Oh my God. Joe Rogan's like, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Tamim is down and out, and your winner, random bitch that Tamim didn't get married to. You know what I mean? Like, he should have Joe Rogan standing on the side just in case shit goes wrong.
Nah, dude.
Just for a damn interview.
Nah, dude, what's even more funny, Joe Rogan comes out and it turns into a damn WWE match. The girl pins him, puts his legs up. 1, 2. No, from that aside, right? Actually jumping into the topic, right? He just said something really, really good. And I wanted to touch on that as well. I think, personally, right, why guys ain't marrying no more is because they've seen other family members get divorced, right? Now, there's a lot of things that go into it, but this is point number one. They've seen their other family members get divorced, and it's ugly as hell, man. You know what I'm trying? Like, imagine you're thinking of mom and dad, right? Oh, that's mom, that's dad. You know what I mean? That's like your typical situation. But in this crazy scenario of divorce, they're like, well, fuck you then. That's why I didn't suck your dick and I sucked his dick. And the kid's looking like, what did you say, mom?
And then dad's like, yeah, well, I've been fucking your best friend for the past 5 years. It's like, oh my God.
See, dude, it's so fucking sloppy, bro. It's so sloppy. So, marriage is on a decline. And, obviously that's going to get put on the guys because we're the ones to propose. We're the ones to ask for the fucking hand in marriage, right? But, dude, if you see your fucking parents, the woman that gave birth to you and the damn nutsack that you fucking swam out of fucking talk about, yeah, that's why I was fucking your best friend. And she's like, well, yeah, that's why I blew your best friend. You're like, what the fuck kind of, I don't want nothing to do with this.
Hey, you know what? Bro, this brings something up that to my mind that just happened fucking 3 days ago, actually. It's kind of crazy. I was in North Hollywood. I was sitting on the bench, and this lady came up to me, and it's crazy, like, I kind of admire her for doing this because I'm 27. I'm about to be 28 in a week. And she was clearly like 50 something. And she walked up to me and asked me for advice. So before I even say anything else, I'm like, that might be another fucking video where it's like, should you ever look for people for advice who are younger than you? Like, cause they could still know more than you in a certain aspect.
100%.
Whatever the topic is.
100%.
Yeah. Even if they're younger than you, I feel like so many people have an ego about their age that they would never, even if you're a year younger than them, they would never look to somebody for advice simply because they're younger. Now, this lady was like clearly like double my age, and she said, "Hey, I got a question for you." I said, yeah, what?" She was like, now she said this in about 1,000 more words than she needed to. Like, she was just yapping, bro. Holy shit, she was yapping.
Yeah.
But she basically said, I'm going to summarize the fuck out of it. She basically said that she is in a lesbian relationship and she hasn't been acting right in the relationship. Like, things have been kind of on the rocks. but she's really had her heart out lately on proposing to her girlfriend. So she says like women think differently than men. So I wanted to ask a black man, because she was black as well. She was like, I want to ask a black man for his advice. If I start off the proposal by basically saying, I know I haven't been acting right, but I promise that I'm going to straighten up for you because I love you and I want you in my life forever. Will you marry me? Like, do you, like, as a man, if like say that was a situation and your girl wasn't acting right, like, would you still get married with her? And my advice was, I don't know how severe like the situation is, but I'm just judging it on like average severity of like you not acting right. I feel like that was like a huge euphemism. I don't know what this chick was doing out in the wild. She might have been just wilding out here, right? But I said typically, like, whether you were acting like super wild or whether you just like kind of messed up here or there, I feel like the admission, this is the advice I gave her. I said the admission of wrongdoing is the first step. And it's a good first step. But it's not the last step before you propose, right, before you get married.
Right. That's like, hey.
And that's literally, go ahead.
That's like saying, yeah, man, I really fucked up, man. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want you for the rest of my life. It's like you're trying to right your wrong by doing a good. It's like you're trying to balance it out by doing a positive and a fucking negative.
Yeah. And I said, like, there's more to do before you actually marry. I said if my partner wasn't acting right and it was kind of, the relationship was on the rocks and things were kind of iffy, yeah, the first thing I want from them is to admit wrongdoing and admit that they want to change and that they're going to put forth action in order to change. But I'm not gonna marry them yet, because that's in my mind for life. Marriage is for life, right, in my mind. Or a bitter fucking divorce down the road. And
fuck.
the last thing I want is to like get with somebody that I'm unsure about. Sorry, to marry somebody that I'm unsure about and just live a living hell for the next few years until you inevitably end things. This is what I told her. I said I would need to see proof of your intention to improve before I even consider marriage. Just you admitting that you've been doing wrong is not enough for me to go, yeah, let's try to make this work for life. And she's like, you know what? I like that answer. See, that's why I asked you, because men think differently. Women think with emotion. Yeah. And she started walking away. And I was like, yeah. And men think with logic. And she turned around. She was like, exactly. Because that's really what it boils down to. Right. Logically, why the fuck would you get into a marriage with somebody that you on the rocks?
That's crazy.
The relationship is on the rocks.
That's crazy as
logically.
fuck.
Now, emotionally, it's like, okay, but I love them and I just like want to like take the next step and like showcase my love and blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, cool. You're going to showcase your love and then y'all going to get married. And then just like how I expressed earlier in this video about like my views on marriage, after a while, being married and being in a relationship is pretty much the same fucking thing, right, with the exception of like fucking legality and finances. It's pretty much the same thing. When it comes to you coming home every night and your interaction with that person on a day-to-day basis, it's the same fucking thing. So it's like, that's not going, marriage, if you're trying to use marriage to fix your problems, oh boy, that's a bad fucking idea. And that's basically what I try to tell her in like the nicest way possible.
Dude, that's like the same fucking stupid shit that people do where like, oh, let's have a baby together when you guys are fucking falling apart. Just stupid shit people do with marriage, bro. That just pisses me off. Because I come from a two-parent household, right? My parents took marriage fucking seriously until my dad croaked, basically, right? No disrespect, just what happened, right? He passed away.
God damn, that is a wild verb, but
yeah, until he passed away. I mean, I couldn't do nothing about it. So death do we depart was actually like a vow that I saw live up. You know what I'm trying to say? So whenever Americans, even though I'm American as well, I distance myself a little bit from this part because people do stupid shit when it comes to marriage. They're like how you said, I'm on the rocks with you, but I love you so much pull out the ring. It's a $5,000 fucking ring that you had to take out credit card loans for. You couldn't even afford it. You know what I'm trying to say? So, you go and fucking propose with this. 10 years down the line, she pawn shops it for $500, takes that fucking one-way ticket to the dude that she was sucking off or some shit like that. And then you got the other part where dudes are trying to have, and like couples are trying to have fucking babies to hold their marriage together. I'm like, are you fucking stupid? Like, y'all are whack, bro. Like, you guys should not be in a fucking relationship. You guys should not be even getting sex, in my opinion. Like, you guys just need to go to rehab. Like, go fix your fucking mind.
Yeah. Like half of these fucking decisions that I see people make to try to like fix the relationship. Like, for example, like, shit. All right, I'm gonna say this in like the best way possible so I don't put nobody on blast.
Okay.
But like, and I'm gonna be very vague about it. Okay, but like, I'll say an old friend. I'm being very careful here.
Uh-huh.
An old friend was a chronic cheater to his partner. He was like cheating on her like it was a sport, right? And he was trying to get as high of a score as he possibly fucking could. When she found out about one of the hundreds of partners and thought that was the only one, and instead of them breaking things off, she says, okay, well, I get to fuck somebody else in order to save this relationship. I was like, you're going to have to fuck about 1,000 dudes to save this relationship. Because, God damn.
Dude,
You don't know, you have no idea the work that this man has been putting in behind your back, right? So then the first thing out of her goddamn mouth, after he goes, okay, well, who do you want to fuck? She goes, how about I fuck your friend Ted? And he got so fucking angry, bro. He got so fucking angry. But not only that, when you see, like, this is my point. When you see people try to make these stupid ass decisions to save a relationship, you feel like you're watching a true crime documentary right before your fucking eyes.
yeah. Bunch of retards, bro.
And somebody's gonna end up fucking dead. That's how nobody ended up dead, but I'm just saying, that's what you feel like you're watching, because you're like, why the fuck would you do that?
Right.
Why would you do that? Why would you say that? Oh my God. And then when somebody ends up with fucking 33 stab wounds in the fucking stomach and 5 stab wounds to the face, you can't be fucking surprised, because they fucking were making the dumbest fucking decisions to try to save the marriage instead of just fucking ending things. Like say a married couple, they have a baby, and the husband is like abusive as fuck to like the wife and the kids, right, and shit. And instead of like being like, all right, he's fucking mad abusive, we need a divorce, I need to get this baby out of the situation, instead you're just like, fuck it, it'll get better. Guess what the fuck is gonna happen? You're gonna end up on the first 48, because that shit is just gonna evolve and evolve and evolve, and it's something really fucked up that you don't want to fucking stand around to see. Don't turn into a true crime documentary. End things before they get too far,
dude.
Okay, end things before they get fucking too far,
bro. I know this couple. They're on the East Coast. There were two like basically drug addicts, right? It was somebody that I knew from high school that moved to the East Coast that wound up getting on drugs, if you guys are wondering. She gets into a relationship with a guy that's also a user, and to save their failing relationship, they have a baby, right? So it's something that we just talked about. And then on top of that, now they're having problems, and they produce basically like a drug baby, so the baby's got problems and shit like that. Now they're like, all right, to save this even further after we had the baby, now they get married. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And now the guy's cheating on her and she's cheating. It's such a shit show, man. It's just like, dude, like this right here, when people see, is the reason why guys don't want to get married. They see the shit, and they see the stupid shit you guys do, and they're like, you know what? I have a lot more peace just coming home and watching porn. I have a lot more peace doing that. I have so much peace. I just start the fucking Pornhub up. All right. As much as people want to call them incels or losers or shit like that. I start the porn, I'm up, squeeze one off, I'm right to bed. I don't got to deal with all of this crazy shit that's keeping me up 2 nights in a fucking row and shit like that. But you know what?
And producing a fucking heroin baby. That baby pops out. He don't want to latch onto your tit. He refuses to take the bottle. You got to put the damn milk in a syringe and shoot that shit into the baby. Because that's the only way that damn crack baby, that heroin baby is going to take that fucking milk.
Bro.
Don't let it get to that fucking point. Don't bring another life into this world, into your fucked up world, before you even fixed it.
Yeah.
That's...
You know.
Anyway, we've gone on long enough, I feel like. You got any more points?
Yeah, I got 2 more points. All right. So,
God damn, 2 more points. All right, go ahead, bro.
All right. Sorry about that, people. The next reason why guys don't want to get fucking married is because social media, bro, basically, I mean, I know you're going to like this one a lot. Social media has basically made relationships look like they're super, like, easily, like, replaceable. You know what I mean? Like, you have Instagram right at your hand. You know what I mean? Like, you can DM somebody. You got Tinder, Hinge. You got TikTok. Like, you can slide into somebody's DM. They can message you. And it's just like, oh, well, I don't have to stay with this person. I can replace people very, very fucking easily. And the thing about it is, once you find somebody of quality that adds value to your life, that's very hard to replicate in 2024, man. You know what I mean? Like, you got to really be careful. Social media going to give you a false sense of reality. You're going to think that there's greener pastures on the other side. You dump this person, next thing you know, you're fucking washed up.
Yeah, because you're seeing things through rose-colored lenses. What's it called? Rose-tinted lenses or whatever. You're seeing things as they want you to see it. Now, let me fucking tell you about not trusting what you see on fucking Instagram. I've seen the most beautiful fucking pictures of couples online that just looks just happier than 2 pigs and shit.
I know where this is going.
And when you learn what the fuck happened in their relationship, you look back at that picture and it's like, it's the darkest picture that you've ever seen, because they're just like smiling and happy, and they got the babies and shit.
Say it.
No, I'm not. I don't know if I'm gonna say what you think I'm gonna say. I'm just saying that, like, there's so much going on behind the scenes that you have no idea about. And if you just judge it based on their pictures, they literally chose to post those pictures.
Right.
They edited those pictures. They chose from fucking dozens of options, and they chose those pictures to post to the public. And the digital footprint is forever, and they know that, so they're not going to post anything fucking that might taint their image, right? And you're seeing this perfectly sculpted image of their relationship, and you're going, oh, it's that easy. It's, oh my God, they look so fucking happy. Meanwhile, you don't know, he's cheating on her, she's cheating on him, he's beating her and the kids, she's fucking beating on him, and she fucking she's on drugs.
Yeah, dude, bro, say it, bro.
She's on drugs. He's secretly in the closet. And he's over here fucking dudes every time he gets drunk.
Oh, holy shit!
The kids are fucking seeing him out in the public with a dude, and they're like, "What the fuck is going on?" The kids also hear mom getting packed out by a dude that looks like me every time daddy is on a fucking business trip. All I gotta say is a picture is worth 1,000 fucking words, and you don't know not a goddamn one of them until you actually fucking do your research. That's all I'm trying to fucking say.
Bro, okay, put it this way, right? You see a guy or a girl that looks better than your spouse or your girl or your boyfriend, and you're like, you know what? This one right here is more better. You fuck them, come to find out that they have a damn a hitman looking for them, and now you on the list with them. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's so much things that make it seem like when social media is in play that it's like, oh, things are gonna be better on the other side of this. And it's really not, man. You know what I'm saying? It's really not. Like, valuable, really true human connections are really something to be cherished, bro. Like, bro, like, let's just put this on the friendship, right? I can't fucking find another Ted. There will nothing to be replaceable there's nothing that I can replace Ted as my friend.
Thank you, brother.
As my bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't replace Ted. All the stuff that we've been through, it'll be fucking foolish for me to be like, you know what, Ted? We're not friends no more. I replaced you with this other person. You know what I'm saying? Because he saw the growth. He saw everything. He was down in the fucking ditches with me when I was broke, busted, and disgusted. You know what I'm trying to say? So, you know, like, social media gives people a very false sense of reality where things are going to be better if I just leave this person, or that person right there is going to be the one, or, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And to kind of make the last point, you know, a quick turnout right here. Another person, especially if we're talking about marriage and the sanctity of marriage from a religious aspect, if guys that are religious see girls doing the debauchery that they do now, they're like, you know what, man? I don't know if I want this. You know what I'm trying to say? Like the girl that fucked like 900 guys. They're like, you know what, man? This kind of scares the shit out of me right here. I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
Wait. Let's be clear about that though. Cause this shit still blows my fucking mind. She did not just fuck 900 guys. She fucked 900 guys in one day, bro. Holy shit.
Dude.
What the fuck, bro? Like, that's fucking crazy. If a girl told me she had 900 bodies
in one night.
No, if a girl told me she had 900 bodies in fucking general, I'd be like, oh, damn, that's kind of crazy. You know, I only have like fucking 75, 80, something like that. One fucking night, bro. That's fucking insane. I can't even compute that, bro. But anyway, go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, no. So from a religious aspect, when guys hear that, obviously we're hearing a lot of horror stories and stuff, right? But the good girls ain't out here speaking up. Hey, meet me in fucking a fucking Roanoke, fucking West Virginia, or fucking, you know what I mean? Some bumfuck place in the South. Yeah, we're all over here. You know what I mean? All the marriage material girls are all over here. We're not hearing that shit. You know what I mean? Marriage material dudes are hearing the loudest, most obnoxious girls. 900 fucking dicks train ran on her in one night. Crazy shit.
Okay, well, all right. Well, let's just make something clear though. We are wildly exaggerating because this woman that we're talking about has the world record for the most partners in 24 hours. So we are wildly exaggerating.
Right.
So like, just take that and like kind of like minimize it down to like maybe like a girl that had a train ran on her one time or some shit like that.
Right.
Ain't nobody in human history is built like this woman that we talking about.
Dude, I'm just thinking like her inside's got to be done, bro. It's got to be done. Especially like you got 900 dudes that look like you. It's game over. It's game over. Her insides are ruined.
Like imagine being first of all, who the fuck are these dudes? These dirty fucking dudes. Like who the fuck was number 900? Who the fuck was number 900, bro? Who was like, all right, I guess I'll take last dibs. And they just look at this fucking crime scene that's right out in front of them.
I'm just
it's
picturing
just a fucking crime scene.
I'm just picturing cream everywhere and gapes the fucking size of like fucking bowling balls. It's like
it's just fucking cum and condoms and this girl who at that point has to look dead. She just has to look fucking dead. Like she's breathing. She's breathing, but she like has to just look like a fucking corpse at that point.
Or
like
if she's not
corpse.
If she's not looking like a corpse, her insides are looking like a corpse.
Yeah, her insides, like if they did an autopsy right there, they'd be like, oh, this lady clearly got fucked by about 10 horses. No, she got fucked by 900 dudes. Same thing. You know, like.
Oh my gosh, bro!
Wait,
this shit is crazy.
Hold on. How did it turn from why the marriage rate is lowering in America to woman fucking 900? How did we turn in? How do we?
Well, we're going on that, right? But All right, to reel it back, right? To reel it fucking back to some sanity over here.
We gotta reel it way the fuck back, bro. That line, the line that we just casted, is way the fuck out there. We gotta reel this shit way the fuck back. But go ahead.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, there's this. I'll give you examples of that, right? And then we gotta wrap this video up pretty quickly here. I'll give you quick examples of that on a smaller scale, right? There's a girl that went to my gym, one of the gyms I used to go to. And she wound up having a train ran on her, bro. And the next week, the dude that she got into a relationship with did not know about it, right? And this is one thing, right? If you're going to do that kind of stuff and, you know, come into a relationship and you hide it, I have a problem with it. Now, if you're totally open, you know what I mean? And you're like, all right, this is my past, this and that. Do you accept me for it? You know what I mean? And the guy's like, yeah, I'm cool with it. All right, cool. Now we're good. Yeah,
like if you're like, hey, babe, before we make this official, I just want to let you know that I took 10 dicks last week.
And he's totally cool with it? He's like, if he's totally cool with it?
Oh, hey. That's fine. That's like 2 a day.
I like how you got that coffee mug close to your face.
I mean, yeah, like on average, but like, it was all on Friday.
No, so, you know, when guys hear these horror stories, when they hear about these things, you know what I mean, the relationship and marriage material guys, they get fucking freaked out, man. And I would get freaked out too. Actually, what am I talking about? I'm already freaked the fuck out. I'm not even fucking over here actively vetting a girl right now. And just these stories in my head is horrifying. I'm not trying to meet a girl that just had a fucking a whole bunch of test shooting dudes, TRT shooting dudes at the gym, benching 405 for reps, just running a train on her on a Friday. Or a fucking girl that had a damn crime syndicate, a damn crime scene. A damn crime scene. She got cream everywhere, gaped the size of bowling balls. I'm not trying to meet that, man. This shit is traumatizing as fuck to me already.
Alright, so make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to the channel,
subscribe to the comments. Oh fuck. Oh,
bro, I can't even fucking think straight.
My stomach hurts, bro.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down in the comment section about what you think about the marriage rate. You know, just comment whatever the fuck you want to comment, and and share this video with anybody that you think could use this fucking solid advice. You got anything else to say, bro?
Solid advice. Hey, we gotta get the hell out of here before we keep yapping over here, all right?
We'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.